Hi, good morning, all. So, today we are going to start the Kafka installation and introduction. Let me quickly share my screen and start the introduction and installation of the Kafka. I believe my screen is visible. So, this is the documentation where Kafka, you can go and look into this documentation, but I would recommend you not to go ahead and start, jumping into this. So let's download the Kafka. So you can go to this page. I'll share this page in the description, kafkaapache.org documentation. And over here, you can click on download Kafka. So there is a few releases. You have release 3.6, which is the latest release, and the current stable version 3.60. So what you can do is that you can verify or download by following procedures. Let us click those procedures and understand what are the keys we have. And yeah, so you can understand the hash, what are the hash being, they're using the hash 256. I'll explain you the certificate and the hash files, how to use this checksum and all. So so let's download the 3.6. So let me click here. It will ask me to download. So guys, the Kafka is downloaded. Now we have to kind of start with the build process. Now you can click on the quick start. Yeah. So the first step is to get Kafka. So we have downloaded the Kafka, and now after doing that, what you have to do there, you have to kind of extract it. You can do the extractions from here by this command, or you can start with the local environment if you have a Java installed in it. So make sure you have a Java installed in it, and you can also start the Zookeeper service by being Zookeeper and all. Let me quickly go and start that. Let me start the command from directly from the Kafka. So our local environment should have Java installed, but I don't have Java as of now. You can start the Kafka services with Zookeeper. Mm, okay, so let me go to my bin folder. In the bin folder, I have the this is a Zookeeper cell. I can start it from here. Okay, because I have to extract this file. Maybe because of that, I'm not able to kind of use this. So this file needs to be extracted. Let me see. I have to run this command. Or let me extract it manually. So it is extracting now. Once the extraction is done, then we'll be able to kind of open our Kafka services. Make sure guys you have the Java installed in your machine. All right, so I have extracted the Kafka. So this is my Kafka, which has been extracted. Now what I can do is that from here I can start the, yeah, so this is done now. Let me go to the bin. Now you can connect any Kafka shell. You can connect the Kafka broker API versions. You can do any kind of consumer groups, consumer delegation token. You can connect. Let me open the Zookeeper. You can start the server. Server stop. Server start. You can open the Kafka consumer delegation services. Let me start the Kafka server. So the server is starting. It's asking the application to open this kind of file. Let me select the notepad. Okay, maybe I have not installed the notepad. So I'll select. I'm just selecting this one as of now because I have to download the notepad. And once I'm able to download the notepad, I'll be able to start my demo and services. So let me quickly install my notepad. Notepad plus plus. It is there in my MacBook. I have installed that in my MacBook, but I am not able to kind of install. I haven't done it for the Windows. Let me do it for my Windows. I have another Windows laptop, by the way, so I have downloaded it there. But this one is an HP laptop which I purchased it few months back, so I haven't done it. So yeah, let me do that. Sometimes I get confused, how many. This one is mostly for my machine learning and all, and my Mac is for big data. And for application development like React and Java, I use the another one that's an Infinix. I'll share the reviews as well if it is required. But I hope it should work now. Guys, if you haven't installed the Notepad++, I would recommend you to install and follow the steps simultaneously. Just click on next. You can create a shortcut for the desktop. So this is done. So your Notepad++ is completed. Okay. So now let me open my Kafka and let me start the server. Partition is not there. It should be there. I don't know why it's not showing. Let me try once again. Why it is not showing? I am not sure on this because Zoom is showing, Microsoft Page is showing. Why it is not showing? Anyway, no worries. I'll fix this out. So let me check the another app. Let me take this app. R Studio is coming up here. Why it is not coming up? Already installed it. So yeah, I think it should be fine now. Yeah. So I got it. So this is your bin bash file, and this is what your Apache command is like. This is the command, and you have to use the daemon. You have to give the daemon name, and then you have to start. So this is how it should work. You have to give the directory name. So now if the Kafka server has been started, now let me go to the program file. Now you have to start the zookeeper. Now in order to start the zookeeper, what I have to do is that I have to go to my bin folder and then I have to start the zookeeper service, and then I have to configure the zookeeper properties. Let me go to the zookeeper now. See, all this has already been started. Zookeeper server have to start. You have to configure the properties. So you have to configure the Zookeeper properties. You have to give the directory name. You have to give the daemon, how you want to start, and it will be able to kind of start. Now, to create a cluster ID, you have to create the cluster ID. So you have to define the cloud, like you have to define the log directories and the Kafka server. So let me start the Kafka server and configure the server properties. So required. Okay, so these are cluster properties over here. Now let me do. So you can see the cluster tool. What is the cluster tool is running, and what you have to do is that you have to start the server and then configure the server properties. So let me copy this. Uh, uh, you have to start the server and then configure the properties. Click here. So yes, so you have to define your Kafka server, uh, the Kafka server, where you want to host your Kafka. So let me quickly go and start the Kafka server and configure. Server properties needs to be created. So this is how you can start up your Kafka. Now you can have to define your cluster ID. You can define your Kafka cluster ID as bin Kafka storage random UID. You can do that. Uh, You have to define the directory name, this directory, and then you can configure this. Let me quickly copy this command and run this. Just hold on, guys. Now, if I have to define the Kafka ecosystem, like in the Kafka ecosystem, you have uh, the Kafka version is you have to understand what the Kafka version you're trying to use, and you can. I was using the Kcloud define the clusters, and you have to use this. Like, let me go and do the configuration. The Kafka environment is running as ready to use. Now you can have to create the cluster ID. From the log directories, you have to define the. Let me go to the log directories. You can find all kind of guides and all documentation guides, testing strategies, and everything. Okay, so that's all, guys, from this video. So yeah, I hope you understand. If you have any comments, please do let me know. Thanks.